All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're looking at a project that could seriously shake up how we learn really difficult subjects. This isn't just another ebook. This is a fully AI-powered textbook designed to teach the incredibly complex world of humanoid robotics. You know that feeling, right? You're staring at a page, your eyes are glazing over from all the diagrams and the jargon, and you just feel completely and totally stuck. It's a one-way street, and let's be honest, it can be super frustrating. But imagine this. What if that book could actually talk back? What if, when you got stuck, you could literally just ask it, "Hey, I don't get this. Can you explain it to me a different way?" Well, that's the big idea we're diving into today, turning a static book into a dynamic learning partner. So let's get into the nuts and bolts of how this thing actually works. This project takes an entire 13-week university course on something called physical AI and humanoid robotics and completely transforms it into an interactive, conversational experience. This is a huge shift in how we think about learning. A traditional textbook, it's like a lecture. It just talks at you. It's totally passive. This new model, though, it's a dialogue. It's dynamic, it's active, and it's conversational. You're not just a reader anymore. You're actually a participant in your own education. So, what's the secret sauce here? What's the magic that makes this whole conversation possible? Well, it's a built-in AI assistant. Seriously, think of it like having your own personal expert tutor who's available 24/7 and lives right inside the pages of your book. The tech behind this is a really clever technique called retrieval augmented generation, or just RAG for short. Now, in simple terms, this is what stops the AI from, just making stuff up. Before it even tries to answer your question, it first goes and retrieves the most relevant info directly from the textbook. This makes sure the answers you get are accurate and actually based on what you're supposed to be learning. So what does this look like in practice? It's actually super simple. It's just a three-step dance. First, you ask a question, anything at all. Second, the AI becomes a lightning-fast speed reader, scanning the entire textbook to find the exact bits of info you need. And third, it uses that info to write a personalized answer just for you. And here's where it gets really cool. It's incredibly flexible. You can ask a big picture question about a concept from anywhere in the book. Or if you're stuck on page 52, you can ask a question specifically about that page. Even better, you can literally highlight a single confusing sentence and just ask, "What on earth does this mean?" You get to learn completely on your own terms. Okay, so we've covered the how. Let's get to the what. What kind of amazing stuff is actually in this book? Well, it's nothing less than a full guide on how to build a thinking, acting robot, pretty much from the ground up. The whole journey kicks off with Module 1, where you're essentially building the robot's nervous system. Students learn something called ROS2, which stands for Robots Operating System. You can think of it as the universal language that lets the robot's brain, its sensors, and its motors all talk to each other so they can work together. Next up, Module 2, and this is so important, creating a digital twin. See, before you go and build a super expensive physical robot, you first build a perfect virtual copy of it inside a computer. This lets you test everything, crash it, break it, and fix it, all in a safe simulation where mistakes are totally free. In Module 3, it's time to give that digital robot a brain. This is where you dive into some really powerful AI tools, like NVIDIA's simulation platforms. You learn how to plug in the advanced AI models a robot needs to actually see the world, understand it, and figure out how to navigate on its own. And finally, Module 4 is the grand finale. This is where it all comes together in a way that feels like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie. Students teach the robot to connect vision, language, and action. The ultimate goal? You can say something like, "Hey, robot, pick up the red ball," and it actually understands you and then does it. It's just incredible. So yeah, this is an amazing course on robotics, but honestly, it's so much bigger than that. This project is really a sneak peek into what the future of education itself could be, and it's packed with some really forward-thinking ideas. For example, the content can actually personalize itself to you. If you say you're a beginner, it'll give you simpler explanations. If you're an expert, it'll dive right into the heavy-duty math. The whole book can be translated into Urdu in real time for better accessibility, and this is huge, the AI always cites its sources, showing you exactly where in the book it found its information. So, you're probably wondering, a personal AI super tutor, that has got to be expensive, right? Well, what does it cost for a student to use these core features? The answer is right there, 0. Nothing. And that's possible because the creators cleverly use the free tiers of really powerful technologies, like Google's Gemini for the AI and Qdrant for the database. It's just a brilliant approach. This quote from the people behind the project just nails the big picture here. This isn't just about swapping a physical book for a digital one. It's about creating a totally new model for education, one that's intelligent, that adapts to you, and it's all about helping you truly understand. And that really leaves us with a fascinating idea to chew on. This tech was used for robotics, but it could be used for anything: history, medicine, quantum physics. So the question I'll leave you with is this: if any book in the world could become your own personal teacher, what's the first thing you'd want to learn?